Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. I am bringing me up on my other device, although I'm not really sure why, because Facebook never plays nice and lets me know who has joined my live. Oh gosh, maybe someday we will get all of this figured out, huh? We can only hope, huh? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Kristen Kona, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Northwestern Michigan, Ludington, Michigan, and you are joining me live in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are catching me live, please say hello. Even if Facebook doesn't show me who's here, I check everything afterwards to see who has joined me and commented. Likewise, those of you catching the replay, could you also say hello? I like to see who stops by after I have gone live. I appreciate you all so much for joining me. If you could do me another favor and share me with your friends on Facebook, and you can also go over to my YouTube channel, Create with Love, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and follow me on Facebook as well. Okay, real quickly here, we are running out of time. Today is November 8th, and we have until the 10th of November to sign up for the November Paper Pumpkin. November's Paper Pumpkin is not cards. It is a 3D item, if you will. They are little stockings, and I am not sure what else is in the kit. It will be a surprise to me, as it is to you. So if you are interested in getting that paper pumpkin, you've got 2 more days in which to take advantage of that. So let me know and we can get you subscribed to that. The stamp sets that are included in the Paper Pumpkin kits are exclusive to Paper Pumpkin. That means you will not find them in any of our publications, and you will not find them online. Sometimes some of the kits, once you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, if there are kits left over, those will be for sale in the Paper Pumpkin area. So you don't want to miss out. So let me know again the 10th of November for that. We just launched on the 5th of November some more online exclusives. What are online exclusives? These are products that Stampin' Up! Has released in between catalogs, and they are online. So the only way you can see what those items are is you need to go online, and my store front is here on this flyer that I have posted here on the table. I will put a link in the feed once I am done with today's live, so you can also go online to check it out. It'll say shop with me. Likewise, I will also post a link for Paper Pumpkin if you'd like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. I have these products, some of the products from the online exclusives. I don't have all of them. I have some of them, but I have not yet had a chance to play with them. And I am hoping to do that here for the next couple of days. So have some things to share with you guys then. But this, one of the online exclusive suites is geared toward Valentine's. And of course, we can say I love you any time of the year, right? So we can use them other than that. And so there is some DSP. There are these heart embellishments. These are very flat embellishments. You don't have to worry about bulk when mailing. We have some new gift bags. I know it's hard to see there, but they're like little sturdy bags. They're small, so you can give a little gift. There is some gold twisted thread, and there is a stamp set and dies bundle that you can purchase. Love this stuff. I am excited to be able to play with this after we are done with our live here today. There is another bundle that is on the online exclusives, and that is the Happy Hibiscus. I did not get this one. This is one of our hybrids where it has an embossing folder, dies, and stamp sets that all go together. But there are many, many more online exclusives. So you want to go online and check that out. It's so exciting to get new products. Okay, guys, what's going on here in the Create with Love studio? Well, even though it is the just about mid-November, it is actually too late to RSVP for any of the classes that are in November. The reason being is I have to be able to have time to cut all the things that are needed for the card kits to have those ready for you. So my next upcoming class that you can RSVP for is due November 11th. So see, we're coming up on this one real quick here. And that is the Sentimental Christmas class, which I forgot to mark this one, but let's turn to it here real quick in our holiday catalog. And the Sentimental Christmas is on page 28 and 29 of the catalog. And this is the suite of products here. There's the stamp set and dies. There are embellishments, a ribbon, and some DSP. This to me is a throwback to my childhood of growing up, so I'm really in love with this suite of products, and I am so excited to offer this class and cannot wait to share this with you. If you would like to be part of this class, you do need to RSVP by the 11th of November with prepayment, because I have to order some of these products to have in time for a class. So for the class, you'll be receiving the ribbon, these embellishments, and the DSP. What you will not be receiving is the stamp set and dies that is part of the suite. So if that is something that you know that you love and you want to be able to either create with these items on your own after the class or recreate the items we do here, we can add on the stamp set and dies to your order. So when you come to class, you will have all the things that you need when you go home to either recreate the cards that we make or, of course, create your own. Now, again, you'll be receiving the ribbon, the embellishments, and the DSP, but trust me, there will be lots of that left over for you to be able to recreate and or create your own. So, the fee for this class is $41, and again, it is due to me by November 11th. So if that is something you are interested in, let me know. I would sure love to have you here. Coming up in December as well, on the second Monday of the month, I hold my 10-card class. You do need to RSVP again 2 weeks prior so that I can have all the items cut for you for class. Then the third Monday of every month, I do my 6-card class. My 6-card class, we do 3 different cards, but we do 2 of each. Again, you do need to RSVP 2 weeks prior so that I can have card kits cut and ready for you for that night. My 6-card class is $25 or free with the $30 minimum order placed that night. Now, typically, I also hold a product-based class the last Monday of the month, but we're getting into the holidays, and so I want you to be able to focus on your family for the holidays. I know that a lot of people do not get to do Christmas on Christmas Day. They have to use other days throughout that holiday season to celebrate with your families, and I don't want you to worry about having to miss any of the classes. So please enjoy your holidays with your family. But mark your calendars for Friday, January 3rd. I will be doing a catalog launch party. We will be saying goodbye to this mini catalog, but we will be saying hello to a brand new mini catalog, and January starts celebration for Stampin' Up. If you are a returning customer, or if you've been following Stampin' Up for a while, you know that Stampin' Up has done celebration annually January and February, and this year is no exception. We are going to be doing celebration again. They did say there is a slight change to it. We don't know what that is. I won't know until the end of this month. I will have more information on that. So mark your calendar for Friday, January 3rd. We are going to have the launch party at 7 p.m. This class will be $25 or free with a $30 minimum purchase that night. This is one of my most attended classes. It's a party, it's a class, it's all the things. I share products with you that I have purchased from the mini catalog, and I have those out here, and we talk about those items and pass them around. So the items that I have purchased, you will actually get to see, feel, touch, all the things, and I have samples that will be done for you that you can see. We have snacks, we chat, we just have a great time, and of course, you will get to do some stamping with some of the new stamp sets and things. So if you would like to attend my catalog launch party for January 3rd, please let me know 2 weeks prior. So that would be the Monday, the week of Christmas. Christmas is on Wednesday, so the 23rd will be the cutoff date for the launch party. So don't miss out, because it is super, super fun. All right, that is what's going on here at the Create With Love Studio. I don't have any more specific classes to share with you quite yet, because I am waiting to get the new mini catalog, and that's how I base my classes off. But you can rest assured that the first and last Mondays of the month, I do product-based classes. The second Monday of the month, I do a 10-card class. And the third Monday of the month, I do a 6-card class. I also, on the third Thursday of the month, I do a kit class. What is a kit class? A kit class is a box of crafting fun that you can either pre-order, and we can have it sent here in it. That way you don't have to worry about bringing it, forgetting it, that sort of thing. I will have it here. I also do have a few of our kits on hand that you can purchase that you see when you come. But it's just a night to get together with fellow crafters, work on your projects, meet other crafters, socialize, and just have a great time. It is a great spot to start if you have never done any stamping before. We have kits that have stamps, and we also have kits that do not require any stamping at all. And one of the favorite things that I've heard about the kits, not only do they love the projects, but they don't have all the things. You know, if you're not like me and you don't want to have all the things in your crafting room gathering, you won't have that with these kits. So, great place to start. I also want to let you know, if you are a scrapbooker, Stampin' Up! Has launched into scrapbooking. We are super excited about this. We have 4 kits that are being offered right now. One of them is geared toward Christmas, one is winter, one is Halloween, and one is fall. When January comes, we will have 4 more kits, from what I've heard, that will be offered to you. On these kits, will not know what they are ahead of time. I get to purchase them when you guys do. So, no pre-order for those for demonstrators. But Stampin' Up! Is in the process of growing our scrapbooking area, and come the 2025 annual catalog, we will have scrapbooking stuff in our annual catalog. So super duper excited about that. All right, so today's projects is a free card class, and I am looking, there it is. The bundle that I am using is from the mini catalog. It is on page 50, and it is called the Frozen Edges Bundle. This is the stamp set. This is our red rubber stamp set. And as you can see, it's got the winter vibe to it. And then there is a set of dies here. And there is only one die that is designed to cut out one of the images, and that is this snowflake. This die here is not designed to cut this row of icicles out. These are 2 separate things. So you have a stamp set, and then you have this standalone die. Then we have this die here that does a decorative edge. It does not punch out or cut out these snowflakes to stand alone like this one. It's not a solid, but it is a decorative edge. Okay, and then we have 3 other dies in here that are considered standalone. So you can use these snowflakes when you die cut them out. You can use them for other things. Okay, so this is the bundle that I am working with today. And my inks that I am using today is Pretty Peacock, Berry Burst, and Pecan Pie. Okay, and again, I have 4 cards to share with you. What is the free class? There is going to be a host code right here that I will also post online. If you place a $50 order, you will get one of each of these cards, the kits, just the pieces, sent to you. I am not allowed to stamp any of the images and send them to you. So you either need to have the stamps and the inks already purchased, or of course you can swap out for something that you do have. But if you would like these kits and receive the cardstock, pieces, place a $50 order online using that host code, and I will send you the card kits. Next week, Friday, is when I will be cutting those out and getting them sent out to you. If you do a $55 order, you will get the card kits. So you will get the 4 cards pieces sent to you, but you will also then receive an embellishment of my choice. So again, you do that with the host code, and I will see where your order is, how much it is, and we'll go from there. Okay, are you ready to get started? So this first card, again, is Berry Burst, and I have cut a piece that is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. So it's a perfect size card. Then I have a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the inside of my card. Then I needed a piece of white that's 3 3/4 by 5, and I have went ahead and used this snowflake sky or snow, I don't remember the correct name for it. Let me see if it's in the annual catalog. Let's see. Shame on me, I didn't look at that ahead of time, did I? Okay. Hold, please. Okay, let me see. Is it in here? It is in here. It's in the annual catalog, page 129, and it is called Snowflake Sky. It is a 3D embossing folder, and it is $11. Okay, so there is the folder. Again, 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of basic white. And again, I ran it through the machine already. Then I need a piece of Berry Burst that is 2 3/4 by 4, and another piece of basic white that is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. So that's going to give you an 1/8 of an inch border. Then I took a scrap piece of the Berry Burst and those standalone snowflakes, and I went ahead and cut 3 of those snowflakes out. All right, so I'm bringing a scrap piece of paper here because I am going to do some stamping, and I am going to be going over the edges of my paper. And so I want to keep my glass mat clean and not have ink all over it. So I'm going to open up my Berry Burst ink, and I'm going to ink up my greeting, and we are going to stamp that right there. And then I'm going to take the snowflake stamp from this set, and I'm going to ink this up and stamp one here, ink it up again, and stamp another over here. So there is that one. And my inside piece, I am going to take the stamps again, ink it up, and just do a little border like that for the inside. So I am using this one again, so I have to make sure this is clean. All right. So we are done with that. All right. So now I'm going to take my adhesive, which I like green glue. We lovingly call it green glue because the bottle is green. Not that the glue is green. It is white glue, but it dries clear. Okay, so you don't have to worry if you get a little bit over. As long as you don't mess with it and make it all dirty, it will dry clear. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of our embossed piece. And this is going to get centered on here, like so. And now I need to take my main image that we just stamped, put adhesive on the back of it. Remember, this is just an 1/8 of an inch difference, so it's a very small border. Okay, So there's that. Now I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to bring in some of my Stampin' Dimensionals and place these on the back. And you might be going, why are your dimensionals green? What I like to do is I like to take a highlighter and color or mark up the backs of the dimensionals. So when I'm working on white, sometimes it's hard to tell if you've removed the backing on your dimensionals. So if you do that with the highlighter, you can tell if your backings have been removed or not. Okay, so now I'm going to take my snowflakes and I'm going to be using our mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and I need to cut these down because there is not a large spot on the backs of a couple of these to put a dimensional. So I had to cut those down to make it work, and then one of them is large enough. So there is that. Now we're going to remove the backs of these. This one's going to go over here. Oops. Remove the back of this one. This one is going to go over here. And then remove the back of this one. And I see somebody has joined me. I haven't seen a hello, so whoever you are, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And there we go. There's card number 1. This is what we call a monochromatic color scheme. It's one color. Neutrals are not considered really a color, especially white, because that's the basis for a card. So there you go. There's card number 1. Okay, card number 2. We are going to be using our Pretty Peacock ink this time. And let's see, I will need this. And I will need this. And I think that's it for this one. Yes, it is. Okay, so for our cardstock pieces for card number 2, this is Pretty Peacock. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, perfect size card. Then we are working in 1/8" increments again, except for this one. This one is 4 by 5 1/4. That is our inside piece, but the outside piece of our basic white is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then I need a piece of Pool Party cardstock. This one is 4 by 5 1/4. Then I need another piece of Pretty Peacock. This one is 4 1/4 by 3. And then I need a piece of basic white. Again, we're working in 1/8" increments. So this one is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. And then our last piece for the card is Pool Party. That is 4 inches by 2 3/4. That'll fit on there. You will need a piece of white that is 1.5 inches by 4 inches to run the icicle die through the machine. And I've already did that ahead of time, so it's ready to go. So now we just need to do our stamping. So I know I'm going to do it on this one. I'm going to do it on this one. And our inside liner. So I am going to open up my ink pad and I am going to ink up my stamp. Again, this is my inside piece. So I'm going to stamp in that corner and then I'm going to stamp in that corner. So the inside pieces are done. And now I am going to come do similar on the outside. Stamp that one. Go to the opposite corner and stamp that. Okay, and as long as I'm using the stamp, we are going to do our outside piece. And we are just going to stamp our image all the way around, like so. I am not worrying about the middle because of how it's going to layer. It will be covered. Okay. So clean that off. And one last thing to stamp is I need to bring this one back in, and I need to take my greeting, and it is going to go right there like so. Okay. So this one now can be glued together. So I am going to, here is my silicone craft sheet. If you do not have this, you need to add this to your order. The silicone craft sheet, you will not be sorry. This makes a great protector for when using the liquid glue on items that you might go out of the borders for adhesive, because you can clean it off from here. Even after it dries, you can remove it. And it's handy for some other techniques as well. So I highly encourage you to get yourself the silicone craft sheet. So much you can do with that. Okay, there is that piece. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my inside liner into my card. And this is going in here like so. Then I am going to take my pool party that I stamped for the front, put adhesive on here, and this is going to go onto that piece of white basic that is just 1/8 of an inch bigger. Okay, put adhesive on the back of those two that are now together. Okay, and this is going to go on our card front like so. Now, all of these pieces, including this die cut, will be sent to you. What I cannot do is stamp any of these images and send them to you. So you will just be receiving the plain pieces of cardstock and the die cuts. Any of the stamping, you would have to have the stamp set yourself. Again, you can either order that, make it part of your order to receive the kit free, or you can substitute with something that you have at home. Okay, so this is going to go on here now, like so. And then I'm going to flip that over and come back in with some dimensionals. Again, a $50 order, you get the 4 card kits, a $55 order, and you will get the card kit and an embellishment of my choice. The card kits, you do get the envelopes with them too. So there you go. There is card number 2. What do you guys think about that one? I hope you like them. Okay, this next one, we are going to be using Pretty Peacock again, and I am going to be using some pecan pie. And I forgot to open this one. So there's that. So that one's going to be nice and juicy. And, all right, let's go with our card pieces for this one. This is card number 3. Again, we are doing Pretty Peacock. This time, this one measures 4 1/4 by 11. We score it at 5 1/2, and it's the perfect size. Card base. We need a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. Again, this is the liner for this. Okay, then we need a piece of pecan pie that is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. We need a piece of basic white that is 3 3/8 by 4 3/8. Then we need a piece of basic white that is a 1/2 inch by 3 inch. And then we need a piece of berry burst that I just dropped. And this one measures 1 inch by 3 inches. Then we need a piece of scrap Pretty Peacock to again cut out those 3 snowflakes that are standalone. So there is that. Okay. And so the first thing I would do is take the Wishing You a Cozy Day, and I would ink it up in Versamark ink, stamp it on here, then I'd put white embossing powder on it, and then you have to heat set that. And I have already done that ahead of time just to keep the noise down so it wouldn't blare your ears, because it can be loud. So I went ahead and did that ahead of time. And so now I'm going to take this piece of white, and so I can see it better, I'm going to just set it here on my Pretty Peacock cardstock. I'm going to take my greeting and I'm going to ink it up in Pretty Peacock. And now I'm going to stamp it approximately in the center of that white piece. And there we go. Okay, so that part is done. I am done with the the pecan pie. And now I need to bring in my scrap piece because I am going to stamp on this white piece and again on my liner. So I'm going to open up the ink and I'm going to do like I've done already today, and we are going to just make a border at the top. Okay, so that one's done. And now I am going to cover this piece here, turning my stamp, okay, to get this filled in. You can turn your piece of paper as well. There we go. See how simple that is? That's what I love about snowflakes, because if your snowflakes overlap, you know what? It's all good, because when they're in the sky, they come down together, don't they, sometimes? So don't worry about it. Just do it. Okay, let's put this one together now. And so the first thing I'm going to do is put adhesive on the back of this one. And this is going to go in here because this is my liner. So the inside of my card is done. All right, now the pecan pie and my stamped white piece. On this one, we're going to do something a little bit different on this one. And that is when I put the white piece on, I want to put it all the way over to the edge on the right hand side, and then have a border at the top, the bottom, and the side. And then I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to put adhesive on this piece. And then approximately in the middle, again on the right hand side, all the way over to the edge, I'm going to place that. So there we have that. Now I'm going to take my Berry Burst Greeting. I'm going to put adhesive on here. And this one is going to go right about here, like so. And I'm going to flip this one over, bring in some of those mini dimensionals. And we are putting dimensionals on here. I'm going to peel off the backs. And then this is going to go on here so that the white is offset a little bit like that. And just like the last time, we are going to take a mini dimensional, put a whole one in the middle of that one, then we're going to take another dimensional, whoop, cut it in half, and put a half of the mini in the middle of these other two snowflakes. And I'm going to peel off the back to this snowflake. Okay, and this one is going to go up here like so. This one is going to go up here like so. And then this last one is going to go down here like so. There you go. There is card number 3. What do you guys think about that one? Cute, aren't they? Yes, yes, I love them. Okay, the last card for this one. This one requires a lot of embossing, but just like the last card, all of my embossing I have done ahead of time so that I can spare your ears. So you need a piece of basic white that is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So perfect size card base. Again, we need an inside liner that is 4 by 5 1/4. Then we need a piece of basic white that is a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. And then we need another piece of basic white that is 1 1/2 by 4. And then you need 3 pieces of Pretty Peacock that is 1 5/8 by 3 3/4. These are the pieces that you're going to stamp with your Versamark ink and your embossing powder. Take it to your heat gun and emboss your 3 pieces. And through the magic of television, there we go. Okay, so now I am going to take my Pretty Peacock ink and I'm going to take my snowflake stamp this time. This is the one that you can die cut. And I'm stamping 3 snowflakes on here. And then I'm going to run that through my die cut emboss machine and cut these out. So here are my 3 snowflakes for that. And then take the inside of my card. I'm going to stamp a snowflake up there. And then I am going to take my greeting that says, wishing you a cozy day. Okay, there's that one. And then the last thing to stamp is my greeting on here that says, let yourself rest. And so I'm going to stamp that right there like so. Okay, so all of my stamping is now done. We just need to put the card together. So again, I'm going to start with my liner. I'm going to adhere this to the inside of my card. Okay, so that's done. And now I am going to take my pieces, and I like to lay these out before I commit to adhering them down so I can get a visual for how this needs to go on here before I start committing to where they're going to be on the card. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to do these. Okay, so I'm going to put this one up here first with approximately 3 equal borders. Okay, I'm going to flip this one over, put adhesive on the back of this one, do the same thing down at the bottom where it's got approximately 3 equal borders. Okay, and then my middle piece, then put adhesive on here, and this one goes right here like that. See? Easy peasy, isn't it? All right, now we're going to flip this one over, and we are going to put 3 Stampin' Mini Dimensionals on here. And now I'm going to put one of the minis in the middle of each one of my snowflakes. Okay, peel off the backings. Okay. And then this one is going to go all the way over to this side on this one. And now I'm going to take my snowflakes. This one's going to go here. This one is going to go over here like so. And then this one is going to go down here like so. There you go. There is card number 4. What do you guys think about these? Do you like them? Can you see them embossed? Can you see the shine to it? Again, this is heat embossing, which I had done ahead of time. So you would need a heat gun and the embossing powder and the Versamark ink in order to do this. Now, could you do something else? Of course you can. But you will get the cardstock plain pieces, again, with the $50 order. If you do a $55 order, you will receive the card kit and you will receive the embellishments. But there are the 4 cards that I have done for you today. When you get your card kits, all you need to do is find the Facebook Live that says Frozen Edges, which is the name of the stamp set and dies for this one. So look for the class Frozen Edges, and then, excuse me, you can watch this video as many times as you need to. You can pause it. Do all the things so that you can recreate these cards at home. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I appreciate you so much. Again, share me with your friends. Don't forget to like and follow me on Facebook, like and subscribe on YouTube. I will be back here next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for next week's free class. This class you have until midnight on Thursday next week, and I forgot to find the date for that. Yeah, I don't know what the date is. Anyways, midnight next week, Thursday. If you place your $50 order online, I will see it. You will receive the card kit. If you do $55 order again, I will see it, and I will know that you get your embellishment, and you will get the card kit. So, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Friday. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.